What an evening tonight with the technical difficulties, let me tell you. I am sorry. I've been talking this whole time hoping that you guys are listening to me. And if so, nobody said, wow, I'm okay, guys. I'm really showing my age tonight. I feel terrible, but hopefully you can all hear me now. The meters are moving on my streaming software, so I'm guessing that means you can hear me. Man. Sometimes I really feel old, guys. That sucks. Okay, so we're going to put this in here. So the thing that we enter into this memory box is going to be fed to the same thing to all these regexes. Okay, we're looking for 0 to 1. Continuous output. Okay, so the top one is going to be our first slot. So this is going to be circumflex or whatever this thing's called, which means always start from the beginning of the string. We want 1, and then any number of, we can put that, or we can put times 3 if you want to be elegant. I can't see because the freaking lights are out. And how often do people use curly brackets? Okay, 3 exactly. And then $sign. So if the first digit's a 1, this one spits out a 1. If it's not, it's a 0. This one is going to be something similar. Hello. Okay. So this one, so we're going to start at the beginning with that one. We do 1 digit. We're going to go for 1. Then we're going to go 2 more digits. And then $sign. And that should spit out a 1 if the second digit's a 1. You guys see what I'm doing here? This will be the hat sign, and then digit times 2, and 1, and another digit, and the $sign. And last but last but not least, this one got down here. Should be 3. It's hat sign /D for digits times 3, and then a 1 and $sign. So this one says whatever the first 3 digits are, if it's a 1 on the end, this one's a 1. So those should be our 4 individual spots. Let's see what happens when we start playing with these. Okay, so we'll play with that. Oh. Left side. Okay, now we're gonna go here. If we say 1 1 1 1, first one worked. We'll go 0 0 1. No. Okay, that's weird. I might not like the curly brackets in my expression. Okay. So what we'll have to do is just use no, it's this one. Did I do that in the other one? God damn it. I think it's a backslash. Why do I keep switching between forward slash? Yeah, it's backslash. I'm certain of this. Okay. Okay. Hopefully this does what we want it to. Okay. Yeah, see how this works now? Does that make sense? Or one viewer. Okay, so if you think in binary, right, call this a 1001, or like whatever you want to call it. The code, the 4 bits, goes from 0 to 16, which incidentally happens to be the same number of possible combinations that there are of configurations of the door. And so, where's the okay. So the possible combination of 4 doors. I think there's 16 total. Oh, oops. Variations that you can make. Now let's pack these in a little tighter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. How many is that? Is that 16? I think that's probably more than enough. Okay, so we got this one. So all off of them, all of them off. We got one of them on. Call it green, I suppose. Call all of them. We'll have to call all of these green. Okay. This one gets to be on. This one gets to be on. These are all the possible combinations. Oops, hang on. I'm doing this wrong. Anybody familiar with binary would recognize this pattern, but there's not everybody out there is going to know what binary is, so I'm just going to show them what the how it works. Alright, you guys might be wondering, okay, so if this is all the possible combination of doors, I call this, hang on here. We'll label these doors here. Decorative, there we go, that's where we'll find the letters. Okay. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Why are they not there anymore? Why wouldn't they be showing? Anyways. If you think about this, where's the label thing? Can't see. I touch type 90% of my life, and then when I can't see my keyboard, I can't fucking touch type anymore. It's just my luck. Alright, so we're going to name these columns 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, now we're going to put these over here as well. Technically we can do it, we're going to do it backwards, but actually no, we're not absolutely not going to do it backwards. We're going to do it just the order we see here. So when we look at this with the lighting on, we see the states of the lamps as being either on or off. This is a numerical system that we call binary. Alright? We can also have something called decimal system, right? This is 0 to 9, Arabic numerals. Starts at 1, clearly here. Right, and goes to, hang on here, see if I can make this a little bit smaller. Man, that ice storm outside is brutal. Okay. Oh, for Pete's sake. Two, 3, 4, 5. So these binary combinations are the equivalent to the decimal values that I'm putting here beside them. 6, 7, 8. Man, if this power goes out, I'm going to be upset because we're doing a good live stream tonight. The problem with decimal is that when you start getting into higher numbers, it starts occupying a lot of space. You'd think there's 16, I said before, there's 16 different conditions in which this system can exist. The last one is with all 4 of them out, and this is 0. Now, there's also another system, though, called hexadecimal. And for the most part, it looks very similar to decimal, except once you get to the number 10 through 15. And if you've never heard of hexadecimal before, check out why things like a MAC address on your phone or a lot of Wi-Fi passwords will be some huge combination of letters and numbers, but the letters never go past the letter F. Not always, but in a lot of cases. This would be... So this means I can represent all 15 or 16 possible states of the of those 4 different doors, right? With a single character using hexadecimal. Unfortunately, the math required to switch from hexadecimal to decimal is rather extensive, and I don't feel like doing it in blocks. So we're going to do a regex dictionary instead. So now, I think it's in here, yeah. Copy. So this is the regex bundle that I've got inside each node of the 3D printer. The really big event comes from these guys, where it's basically one regex that feeds 4 other regexes. So what the first one does, so you'll notice that there's a concatenation signal here. Actually, get rid of this one. Okay. We're going to be using that a lot, so I'm going to put a copy of that over there for me. Oh shit. Oh, it was the hull that I deleted too, wasn't it? That's what's happened. Okay. If you guys have any questions or anything about how I'm doing stuff in the chat, please feel free to ask. I'm hoping you guys can follow this as I go. So what we need now, this is our suffix for the regex dictionary. Now we need to have this. We'll put the text displays here. That's what I'm looking for. So put this here. Put one here. I'll put one out beside each output over here. How's that sound? Okay. Okay, sorry, I had to step away for a second there, guys. Alright, okay. So now, if we've got our regex dictionary set up properly, then we should be able to run over here. Oh, turn as we go, otherwise we're not going to let us through. Put one in here, call it 1111. Okay. So let's column one. Okay, there we go. So let's say if we can do. So what this one also says. Okay, yeah. So this one we say A, right, or 4, or 2, or 1, or 5, or whatever, right? So this block is the digital value going, so the hexadecimal value. We can say F, right? Oh, that's different than what should be there now. Hang on, what's this? Oh, little f. There you go. So this block receives the input value for the dictionary. This is the dictionary itself. This concatenates the two of them. This splits out the output that you're looking for from the dictionary, and then the other 4 regexes take the individual pieces and spit out the characters as they're in order, right? By the number of D's that we said there had to be in front and behind of each numeral that we're inspecting. So that gives us the 4 lights. Right? The 4 lights. Hang on here. Okay. Man, you would not believe the ice hit there, guys. Okay. Set state. Okay. And now, last but not least, Actually, there's vertical ones too, isn't there? Yeah, these guys. Oops, I don't want these guys. Oh, hey. Snata Cholo, how's it going, buddy? Where are you at, globally speaking? The time zone. Central, I'm on Atlantic. And we are getting hammered by an ice storm right now, so if I disappear out of the blue, then we'll know that it was something weather related. No, it goes here, 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 here. No snow, huh? You guys are lucky. Okay, so now this is the one that would break in. Okay. Oh shoot, did I miss something here? Yeah, there they are. Mazes, yes. The trick isn't going to be generating the maze, the trick is going to be showing the solution. I have ideas on how to do that. It's going to be very similar to the way this works, but for now, I'm just showing how we got to where we are with the door controls. No, that's the second one. Is this the first one? That is the first one. Okay. Yeah, it's not, well, it's preset puzzle paths. It's not going to generate, Jesus Christ. You want me to go through the algorithms of making my own puzzle? Like, the math is possible, but it would be immense. guess it's theoretically possible. God damn it. You're gonna make me design a freaking automated puzzle generation, aren't you? Oh my god, that's gonna be a pain in the ass, but now I want to do it. I don't even know how you do it. Oh, I'm not saying I can do it. I can say I can dream of doing it. I can tell you how it'd likely be done. But it's oh man, can you imagine? I was thinking yeah, the editor I showed you, MazeGenerator.net, is actually copyright protected. You're not allowed to use the puzzles for anything other than entertainment purposes, and I'm not planning on selling the shit for this, so this is entertainment purposes. God damn it. Hang on, we gotta go through here and we gotta make some changes. We gotta set this one, the default value has gotta be an F. No, yes, this one has to be an F. Oops. These all stay on because it doesn't hurt anything. This has gotta be a 111. And these guys gotta be on. And this guy has to be on, otherwise I gotta walk in and like smash my face into them and wait for them to open up the whole time. Okay. Okay, so now if I go to here and I say like F, they all open. Now I can flip those. Hang on, which ones are backwards? 0, 1. Okay, so the top and the right ones are fine. The bottom and the left ones are, yeah, the bottom and the left ones need to be flipped. Okay, but you guys see how that works. Okay, so that means this one and this one, I believe, need. Okay, so actually, this one and this one need to be flipped horizontally. This one and this one need to be flipped vertically. And then I put like a fin panel. Holy crap, that's a big fin panel. Hang on. Fin patch, bring it forward. And make it significantly smaller. That size might actually cover everything. Just barely, but it would. Alright, so how do I get the signal from door to door to door to door? Well, what I do is I have regex pairs. Okay. These need to be in pairs because one of them pipes the single character out. The next one passes it along. Need a memory block over here. This one should start with an F. I'll open everything. Okay, so this one, we'll call it A1, B2, C. I think I only got 5 characters there. Alright, that goes into here. And that goes into here. The output from this one does the same thing. It goes to here. The output from here goes to here. The process repeats itself. Man, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's just like, sounds like somebody's throwing rice at the window. Oh, jeez. No, please. Holy crap. Scared this. Wow. Somebody just opened the door and scared the piss right out of me. I think I need to find a goddamn towel. I'm joking, of course. I don't need a towel. Jeez, my heart's pounding now. Okay. Now, the nice thing about these guys is that they all get the same regex code. So they all get the first character. Okay, and then this one is hat sign dot. There we go. And now we say question mark output dot star and dollar sign, if I remember correctly. There we go. And yeah, so we have that. Now let's just move our freaking spawn point over. It's the easiest way to do about this, I'd say. What's this? The end. Okay, so the reason that dollar sign is important and the hat is important is because it contains the it tells the thing that you can only search the whole note the whole search expression once. So if I were to say put dot and then say from dot star to the end of the expression here, right? What that means, so the dot means any one symbol. So if you were to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? What you get out of this, the for match, actually we'll see what the matches are. I can show you with regex 101 a lot better than I can show you this way. Hang on here, regex 101. Okay, so we're going to put this as our expression here, okay? If you don't have that ending thing, okay, you can have different interpretations. So you can have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can technically get 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? You can get if you put this many now, right? Whereas if you were to say put the anchor in here, like well, I guess I'm explaining the first one rather than the last one, but the same thing applies. You can have multiple matches. Right, but what we want to return in this case is what's in the brackets here, right? So it says, notice it says group 1 here is the 2, 3, 4, 5. Whereas if we do what we've done in the other one, actually no, we're naming it, right? So we say put output, and that just names it output, right? So it's called group output is 2, 3, 4, 5. Whereas if we were to say duplicate this tab, not pin the tab. Duplicate the tab, thank you very much. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, and we say hat sign, which is say start at the beginning, where is it? It's that one. Okay, now we put the output marker here, and we say dot, and we leave the dot star outside over here, right? Now the output is a 1 instead of the 2, 3, 4, and the 5. So going back to barotrauma, what we have here, this one is the dot at the beginning, so it spits out the first character. The star means any multiple of the previous, right? So the dot, the period sign, is any character that's not white space, right? So ones, digits, and letters, right? Zeros, numerals, special characters, but anything that's not a space, a tab, or a new line character is a star, or is a period, and then star is any multiple. So basically, as long as the word is with no spaces, that's what the star will encompass. So now, if we look at this, we're going to see that the string is split up into individual pieces with a modular regex code, right? So we say here, come on, A1, 2, and C, why is it not showing? So no, this one needs a dot. There. Yeah, they all need them. Shit, okay. Oh no, man, that's the point of this whole thing, right? Just for me to nerd out and explain everything. Did that make sense? It didn't feel like it made sense. It felt like I was bumbling about the explanation a little bit. Okay, so the reason why these ones didn't work, okay, is because we've created a capture group here inside the brackets that's named with the name output, but there's nothing in there. We put a dot in there, that's a single dot, so any one character is now going to be grouped as output, okay? And then these guys, why did they not work? I don't know why they didn't work. Let's find out if it works differently because I got those other ones working. Oh, they're not wired in. Duh. Derp, 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 derp. No wonder they're not working. There we go. Just split them up. Split up the letters properly. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, this comes down to here, the set text. This will make a lot of sense. Okay, this will explain to you what's going on here. Okay, here we go. Okay, notice that, oh, I didn't wire this one in. Oh well, so we know this one says A1B2C, right? This top regex splits the first letter off and puts it over here, that's the A. This regex splits off everything but the first letter and passes it on. And the two regex pairs are coded the same, and as long as you connect them properly, then what it does is it passes along the last letter. The only catch is that it doesn't know when it's hit the end of the string. So the last letter is going to be multiplied because it's both the first and the last letter, right? So it gets both spit out and passed on, right? So now, knowing all that, okay, what I've done, if you look at the wiring, okay, I've got a Wi-Fi signal that's receiving from over here, from the Maze Select terminal, okay? That goes down into this one over here, these two guys here. These are just splits out the one character. This one splits out the rest of it and passes on to the next one down over here, okay? This is the same arrangement of boxes that you just saw up over here, except they're chained together one after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other, right? And then once it gets to here, you follow that blue line. It goes across all the way over here to the beginning and starts the process over. Expand that about 8 more times, okay? And you've got this grid, which hopefully, let's see, there we go. This will be my first attempt. I don't even know if I can flood the fucking place yet. It wasn't working a second ago. Let's see if this works. There's a water level in this room. That's underwater. That is not. So it's right about there. Why isn't that thing filling the room? There is no null symbol, I do believe. It might be ASCII. You might be able to elicit it with some ASCII code, but, okay. Okay, we're gonna put, some sort of little controller here, so that if it is greater than the set point, or within a certain range of the set point, hang on here. I did this a different way the other time. This is 90, I think. No, it's gotta be 270. Shit. It's channel 101, okay. That's 102. Alright, I'm trying to come up with a way of controlling the water level. Personally modified bang bang control and random sum. Interesting, hopefully it doesn't explode. Yeah, that's generally the hope with these nuclear reactor controllers, you know, the whole not explodey thing. Okay, so if it's low... Okay, so we're gonna have a signal check over here. So I don't know why I've got two of these. These will be for the Wi-Fi channels. So if we have high, we have a high, signal into, so it goes in here. Oh, you know what? I need more because I'm waiting for signals from those guys. Okay, so here's what it's okay. So we're gonna say if it's high and we're not getting a signal from 102 from our water sensor, continue pumping. So that goes in here. But as soon as we get a signal from that sensor, we're going to change the output rate to set speed here. Hang on. I think I'm getting this right. Hang on. Yeah, 100. Otherwise 0. Now on this side, is this one? This is 102, right? We said this one's 102 and the other one's 101. Sneaking suspension that I'm going to be mixing channels here for some reason. Okay, so if we have no signal, or no, if we still have a signal, that's what we should have is from this one. We have a signal coming from, oh, no, there we go. If we still have a signal coming from the bottom one, and we're being told to set it low, then we have a thing at negative 100, otherwise it's at 0. You know what, we can take this straight out of the equation, get rid of these two guys, put this one in here, and wire it in the same way. What's this one again? This is channel 100, 102, and 101. Okay. Now how fast does this one flow? Yeah, I've beefed it up a little bit. Okay, let's see if this works this time. Okay. Can't push the button for the things. I gotta turn them all off or make them uninteractable. And I wanted to modify that circuit a little bit more here. Hang on. Okay, so this is coming from 101, let's say, 101. This is coming from going to 102. Okay. Yeah, damn it. If this is on, if we're getting a signal from 102 and the switch is up, which is off, I believe. See, if I turn this on, it goes down. Other way, yeah, it's off. So if this is off, and we have a signal from 102, and we're going to turn this light on. If the switch is down and we do not have a signal from the one below it, that's the one that we're looking for. Okay, so we're saying and not. This is the not that I pulled this out for earlier, I just didn't know it. Okay. Signal out from this is not coming in, and the signal from the switch is down, which is on. Then we can turn this light on. This one is red, and the other one, okay, so the other one is red means don't enter the maze because you can't swim anywhere. Hello, Ishvan! Welcome back to the stream. It's a little early in the morning for everybody, but why not? Okay, let's see here. Oh, wait, okay, so we are currently, free cam. Trying to get this maze pool thing going. Is this full of water? I think it might be. No. It's once again, it's big parts. So there's a water. There's a water line there. Can the pump not move it? Is that what's going on? We need multiple pumps? Yeah. And the doors work, I think. Let's test it out. Lights. Okay, so if we go in here and we say maze 1, oh, that doesn't look promising. Son of a bitch. Okay, maybe it's not working yet. Oh, I remember what's going on. God, I messed up the regex in one of them, and it's like I've copied the same one like 100 times, so I have to select them all. The easiest way to do it is to select them all and make the change all at the same time. So this one, see, it's, no, it looks right. Oh, it's this one down here that's the problem. Yeah, see, this is a wrong code. That's only the first letter. Yeah, Cube. Oh man, that was one of my favorite thrillers of all time. There were some pretty bad stinkers though for the sequels. Hypercube was a pretty big letdown. Okay. So copy. Cube Zero, yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know. My ex and I used to watch Suits a lot, and the problem with Suits is it's the same fucking theme every goddamn. Oh my god, I didn't go to Harvard. People are gonna find out I didn't go to Harvard. Holy shit! Look how close they found it. When it came to finding out that I didn't go to Harvard. Oh, look at that! I messed up again, and everybody's gonna think I didn't go to Harvard. Like every friggin' episode, and it was a cool shtick for like the first 3 seasons. If we're on the topic of TV shows and movies to watch, anybody out there who hasn't seen The Expanse, It's on Amazon Prime Video, and also it's a bay that pirates like to frequent that you can find it on. I'm not supporting any piracy of any kind. I'm just saying there are websites where that thing goes down. Yeah, this is the problem with doing giant assemblies like this, because if you mess up like this, you gotta go through the process of fixing all of them or deleting all of them and reassembling it from the beginning once you've adjusted the root piece. It's a shame that once you made changes to a saved assembly, if it wouldn't update those assemblies. That would be really hard to do, though. I understand that. But no, The Expanse. I've seen Stargate, all of Stargate, all of Star Trek, all of Star Wars, and none of them can even hold a candle. Like, yes, Star Wars is a cult thing, and so is Star Trek to an extent. But if you want absolute raw material, like edge of your seat, holy shit! And then towards the end of this thing, I'm not, without ruining anything, where there's material from the first episode, the first 5 minutes of the first episode that's relevant in like the final season, and it's just such a good show that I would highly recommend anybody who hasn't seen it. Pause this stream, go watch all 6 seasons, and then come back. I'll wait. Yes, The Expanse. It is my favorite show of all time, and I'm sad that they nixed it. Okay, yes, best sci-fi. In its genre, it's the best. There are better ways to spend your brainwaves, so. Okay, I think please tell me we're getting close. Yeah, we're getting there. We're 2 rows away. I just need to fuck up and not hold the control key while I'm clicking one of these times, and I'm getting nervous. Oh, my mouse pad slipping. That's going to drive me nuts. Okay. Still got it. Okay. This is like watching the DVD logo bounce around on the screen until it gets right into the corner. That's what your guys' patience must be like, waiting, just watching for me to fuck this up. That was a fart. My software farted. Now I'm getting nervous. Okay, now we're going to go down here. This is not what we want. We want the output to be dot here and star here. Yes, that's correct. Okay, and the rest of them should be the first one. Oh, fuck. How many of them are like that? A lot of them, apparently. Jesus Christ. Oh man, this is gonna suck. Oh, it might do it anyways. We'll see. No, it's still doing that thing. Oh, if those other squares are, oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna go a little more risky if I have to do this again, because I don't want to have to scroll so friggin' much. Okay. Let's look at the other expression. This one here. That's correct. Is this one correct? It is not correct. Mother fuckers. Alright. Ah, shit. There we go. Yes, except for the thing is they're not all being changed. Like there are many different. I think there's 7 regex per node, and each one has its own expression, and they're very difficult to tell apart in the text editor. Unless you give them IDs. Like, you can give them names in the text editor that will show up in the sub editor here, but there's nothing you can do to modify them aside from changing their color. Each one slightly different than the last. That's pretty much the only way you'd be able to tell them apart. Oh, we got a little more here. 3, 2, 1, 0. No, don't fuck it up, Rob. I think that's... Yeah, this one is the one that pops out the first letter. Okay. Oh, I hope that worked. I really hope that worked, because I don't want to do that again. No, no, no. That was shitty. So these little black bars, and you're seeing in the middle of each one, they're going to have the timers running on them. And they're also going to have the effect of making all the rooms look even more uniform than they did before. Pre-cam. Please work. No, no, it did kind of work. It did work. Ish. You have kind of the desired effect, I think. No, it's, well, at least they're all different. what's important to me here right now. Why are these? See, the other thing is that my software that generates the codes might be wrong. Let's we'll leave this here and we'll go back to MATLAB here for a sec, because that could be very well where the problems come from. If it's moving I to 10, so I is left, K is right, up to down. Node step 171 in each direction. So the only thing I can think of, so this code here, this for those of you who might have missed it earlier. So what that program is essentially doing, I have to get the maps all saved in this format here. And the code basically breaks that and looks into little chunks that are specifically in these corners, right, where these squares are. And then what that does is, hang on here. This gives us the configuration for each node, right? And so for each one of the nodes, I have this algorithm that goes through and checks these points, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it does this for each one of these different squares, and that's how it decides what alpha hexadecimal value to pick. Oh, maybe that's wrong. I could be very wrong. So A is so it's, if you were to compare this graphic here, this is here, put this in little text here. So this is A. Well, too big. Oops. B. Okay. So when we're looking at the code, hang on, let me save this so that I at least have this much. When we're looking at that code, basically it's looking at those little zones in the okay, so the node is the larger square. It's defined as a 100 by 100 pixel square. Starts at this particular location. If you go to here, right, and if you go, oh my god, there you go. And you take that square and you go to the first node here, you'll see the dimensions are 376 wide by 384 tall, right? So, what did I say? 376 and 384? 376, 384. Probably doesn't make a whole hell of a lot of difference, but it might. And then the node step is how far it goes from the starting location of the first one to the starting location of the second one. In this case here, from this edge to this edge, it's 170 pixels. This edge from the top to the bottom is 171 pixels as well. That's what those nodes are. So those nodes are describe each one of these little tiles as a node. And then I have zone A, B, C, and D. This is zone A, is this little orange thing here. Zone B, zone C, and zone D over here. So those are the coordinates, the top left coordinates of each box. So up here on the top left is how these things work. Assuming I'm doing it right. You know what? You know what? I'm almost 100% certain now that I think of it. Temp. I know what's going on. Hang on. I am show temp gray. I use x equals 1 as my marker for like breakpoints. Okay, so this goes to here. Okay, so it is looking at it right side up because this little thing here goes right side up. So let's say you draw a patch. Is that something we can do? X's and Y's, okay. Hang on. So that means we have to say, okay, so patch, first one is temp box left. There we go, that's what it is. It's the temp box with X range. Temp box. Oh, okay, hang on. Min. There you go. Because as a patch, you just find the limits on the X and Y range, right? Max. Temp box. X range. Close those square brackets. Copy and paste that, and then change these to Y's. Alright, see what happens here. Oh. That's not super. Oh, it wants you to do all the corners. Oh, for Pete's sake. I'm not going to do that. Not right now. It's 2:30 in the morning. I'm going to sign off, guys. We'll pick this up tomorrow, and hopefully we'll get the maze working. We got progress. I would definitely say that we're working towards a prototype here. I don't know who was Ishvan. Somebody mentioned self-generating mazes. The only way I would do that is if you were I want to put a timer system in so that once you go past that blast door and you go into the maze, it starts timing you until you get to a specific square. If we're going to do automatically generated mazes, then we might as well put some sort of hashtag where you embed the time and the current the code that generated the maze and how long it took you to do it, and like putting through some sort of hash equation that you could publish and say, look, this is proof that I did this one this fast. I challenge anybody else to go as fast as I did. Like, and then we can have a leaderboard, and yeah, that'd be pretty cool. But it basically fundamentally depends on both the hashing and the generation of mazes, which, if memory serves, is not as straightforward as one might think. Surprised I came up with what so fast. Doesn't you have little faith? Anyways, I'm not gonna take that one personally. It's so surprised you came up with that so fast. Jeez, you must be new. Inspired based on waiting for part 2. Alright, guys. You guys have a good night and stay nerdy and stay tuned for more.